Welcome to this week's Spinfoil Theory. We're about to take a dive into the lore of Destiny the game. Specifically, we'll be giving a high-level scrutiny to popular, emerging, and outlying theories, then judging them. With that out of the way, let's put on our Spinfoil hats and get a little crazy. Here comes this week's show. Clickety-clacked.
Yepers.
Yep. Welcome to the show, everyone. We're here in the virtual studio, recording once again. Recording live. Coming at you later. Oh, man. But welcome to the Spinfoil Theory podcast. We are your hosts. This is RedLucida. And with me, as always, LadyLucida. How are you doing, Lucy?
Doing good, you know. Doing good. Fall is upon us. The spooky season. Very soon. Even though we just had one in Destiny, I meant like fall. I love fall. Fall is like my favorite season because you get pumpkin pie and the leaves and spooky Halloween and Thanksgiving. Like, I just love fall. Fall's my favorite.
All of your favorites happening at once?
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. Kari, my partner, really likes fall too. She's like already making jokes about herself, like pumpkin everything. Everything, Tyler. So I'm having fun. I'm having fun with her. So just seeing it through her eyes. But yeah, I like fall too. I kind of like it because my favorite weather is like jacket weather. If that makes sense, like just a light jacket. I'm good. I got extra pockets now. This is cool.
Yeah.
It's like a little extra layer of the outfit I don't always get to take advantage of because I get warm. And I can't go wearing jackets all year.
Yeah, sure.
Not in this swamp, but groovy. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for just like for it to get a little cooler so we can go use our fire pit.
Ooh.
Yeah, but like the mosquitoes will be dead, and we can use the fire pit and like stay a little cozy. Maybe have the cocoa. These will all be good things. Oh man, but yeah, a lot's been happening. A lot's been happening in Destiny as well. We just had the showcase happen, which was fucking amazing. And then we also have had the season of Plunder. We're a couple weeks into season of Plunder now, and King's Fall. There's so much to talk about. But I think where I would like to start, and tell me what you think about this. Let's start with that showcase.
Hell yeah.
Dude. Okay, Strand. Strand looks real freaking cool.
It's fun. It looks so good. I love the grappling hug. Mm-hmm. And
oh man.
In a later interview, Joe Blackburn confirmed that the grenade, I flipped my words. The grapple hook is a grenade players can equip.
Oh.
So it's not like you can do it whenever. It has a cooldown. Because think about it, in PvP, that would be nightmare fuel. That'd be horrible. If there was no cooldown to it, you could just grapple all the time. That'd be terrible. At least for me.
It might be. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of you know how I had my love affair with Titanfall that summer before D2 came out, and that's just like so fast paced. So like, I mean, you can't do it. You can't do it like your Spider-Man. There is like a little cooldown there too, but it's not anywhere near as long. Like you're doing it every few seconds.
Yeah.
But you're grappling other people. Like,
yeah, it says you cannot grapple enemies. You can't like grapple like a thrall and get over here. You can grapple towards the thrall. You can go like towards it. But you cannot. But you can't grapple like. Let's say you're in PvP, for example. I'm just gonna use that as an example. Let's say you're in PvP and you have your grenade and you're like, I'm gonna pull that guy out of cover. No, you can't do that.
Could I pull myself to that guy and punch him?
Yes.
So like, but could I do it by what I'm curious about, and what I can't wait to see, and maybe this will be talked about. But like, because like how you could do it in Titanfall is you wouldn't pull them toward you, but you could like grapple them specifically, and so while they're running away, you're just getting closer and closer, grappling, like like with the line just like getting shorter, and then when you get up to the front, if you hit your melee, you would do like all melees are one hit kills in Titanfall, but you would just like punch them out and like take their stuff.
This is what Joe Blackburn said. He said, the strand grappling hook sits in the grenade slot and is identical across all classes, though, Blackburn teased that aspects and fragments can alter it. Curious about the offensive abilities, this person who was interviewing them asked about, like, Roadhog and Overwatch, how he can, like, pull people towards him, or in Doom Eternal, you have, like, the meat hook. But Blackburn says the strand grapple is a tool to move the player, not to move enemies. Likewise, to keep the sandbox from growing absolutely off the walls, the base cooldown of the grappling hook won't allow for non-stop Spider-Man swinging. So keep that in mind. I'm just worried about Mayhem. Think about Mayhem. Mayhem, your abilities are like on crack, and your stats affect that. So like if you have higher intellect, your super recharges even faster. So if you just ran a discipline build as a hunter or a titan, Titans have armamentarium. That means they could get double grenades, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. If you were a Titan with armamentarium and 100 discipline, would you have 2 grapple grenades?
I
mean,
it's attached to it. I mean, it would follow that you would, like, anything that gives you 2. Wouldn't that be true for anything that gives you 2 grenade charges?
Yeah. I think Titans are the only one though that have an exotic that gives them 2 grenades. Hunters have one that gives you 2 2 knives.
2 knives is one that, or it used to be one that gives you
It was only solar.
2 solar. Yeah,
Ophidius
and it's
Fade.
usually like, and I want to say there might be other ones out there, but it's like a specific grenade. It's not just like 2 grenade charges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can have 2.
It used to be for Titans, there was in top tree, it was part of the node that you would get an extra pulse nade.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
with that gone now, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that showcase though, Neo Muna.
So cool. Oh, I'm so excited for Neo Luna. I have so many thoughts about what it could be.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. It looks really cool. I can't wait to explore it with like the Spider-Man swinging. No, not Spider. Swinging around. Just be like, woo! I wonder how it's gonna make like jumping puzzles and raids different. Because think about it, you'll have this new grapple thing. Instead of doing this jumping puzzle, you can be like, I'm gonna just Spider-Man swing it. Whee! That's what I'd do.
Well, I bet what they do is a lot more indirect. Like you can't really see where you're supposed to go because of the grapple.
Maybe. I don't know.
At least in stuff that's themed toward the grapple. Like I imagine like you might run into it more in that release.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see like how it'll be cool. How it will affect
I know exactly. It's like when was it Bones came back in D1? Bones of Yow. And there had been content that came out like since Bones had really existed, and you could wear it, but like maybe stuff's like shooting at you or whatever, and you just like end up like tanking really fast. But it was amazing how like silly stuff could be that was like difficult for you before because you had an extra jump. And I'm at the end of this lost sector now. And I'm done. Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to get distracted there.
No.
I'm really excited for it though. And I am hoping, I don't know enough about it, but with the sort of programmable matter and the little bit of lore you get from the exotic auto rifle, I'm really hoping this possibly has something to do with Praedyth and the Ishtar copies, like the ones that were left, because there weren't that many left either. I think he was down to like 40 or something. Maybe even fewer the last time we read about them in game lore. And they were going through a gate, and that's the last we heard from them. Now, I've suggested this a number of times, especially that Prey-Death's experiences and different things in the Vex network have been very cyclical, very very like happening at different routes. The fact that we read about him manufacturing the armor that he sent us back in the first game.
Ooh.
What if they ended up at where New Luna is now a long, long time ago with a Guardian who knows what's going to happen?
Oh.
I don't know. I think that would be right now. I'm really hoping. I don't know if that slick customer that we see, who I think is going to be important to the story somehow. I'll call it. Was it Neptune Hawthorne? I don't know enough about them to say who it is, but like part of me is like really hoping like that's Prey-Death or one of like the Ishtar people, or maybe it's like some weird amalgam of like all of them because they came out as data.
Huh. I have no idea. I just thought the trailer was cool.
It was very.
We saw the witness, the bitness, the fitness.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a tormentor. What the fudge are those?
The tormentor.
I want to hug it.
Did you ever play the Silent Hill games?
Nope.
So
I just want to hug.
It just looks like something out of those, like cobbled together from nightmares. Just kind of like.
I just want to hug the tormentor. It looks cute.
Does it though?
No, it's not. I'm rewatching the trailer again because it's so good. It just looks so cool. It's so different from anything we've ever seen in Destiny. That's what's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they... Oh, and they have that, like, scythe thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. We will, and friends, we will link to the showcase in case you missed it and you're watching. But this is so... Oh, and how about actual Callus?
Yes, we see actual Callus.
He's actually getting remade now. Or maybe they're putting him in a perfect vessel. Because that's another thing that's weird. Like, you know how they're all his clones?
Yes.
Or like amalgam of his family's DNA, I guess, is a better way to look at it.
Yes.
I am curious because what this makes me wonder is, one, is that a clone that he can finally inhabit? Because he was kind of like, you know, being carried and inhabiting the people on the Leviathan, the derelict Leviathan. That's how he was controlling them. That's how he got to the pyramid in the moon and was able to move his consciousness. So that's something to consider, because this is all a little different than how it seemed like he inhabited stuff before the Glycon. What Catabasis describes, it seems different than the fungus, doesn't it? That seems like this like gelatinous kind of like smoky, hazy like thing, kind of like falling over itself.
Yeah.
Whereas like the spores and all that stuff, like obviously that's plants, like it I mean, it can grow from out of you. Oh man. Because if that whole thing that's on the Glycon was Callus working out his new abilities, since now it looks like that's the turning point from when he could inhabit machinery only to when he could inhabit organic things. I bet he tried to inhabit Catabasis at the end when he's all strung up.
Sounds scary.
Yeah. Yeah, but as we've also learned, though, when a disciple, or I guess like in this case a candidate if he wasn't already a disciple, tries to take something that the Traveler gave, she puts the kibosh on that. She
smacks him. She says, "No, bad.
This is not meant for you."
Pretty much. I don't know. I just rewatched the reveal trailer, and damn, it's so good. I just remember because I watched. What I ended up doing is I watched it live on Twitch, and then because my best friend Eric, he had class during the reveal, so he was he's like, I can't watch it until afterwards. I'm like, that's okay. So, he got out of class. Kelsey got up because she had work, and we watched the showcase really fast. So we didn't like speedrun it. We just like watched it, and there's like the showcase. We skipped like the intro part. Like we don't care. We just want to watch the showcase. And I remember Eric's reaction when we were watching it. He's like, "Whoa, where is that? What is happening?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's so different than anything we've ever seen in Destiny. That's what's so cool. That's what I'm most excited about. Is like. Because, like, everything we've seen in Destiny has been, like, you know, the collapse. And everything's been, you know, ruins and all this and overgrown stuff and this and that. We haven't seen anything clean like this. I mean, I guess kind of with, like, the last city.
Or the Dreaming City.
Or the Dreaming City. But,
yeah,
like...
But that's very, like, fantasy, right?
That's where it's, like, more fantasy.
Like, yeah.
This is more, like, sci-fi.
Vaporwave.
Vaporwave, yes.
Am I selfish if I really want some splicing to happen in there?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like,
it definitely has like that same aesthetic of like
like 80s Tron kind of
they literally
like,
said in an interview
future.
that they were literally the vibe they are going for Lightfall is 80s action movie.
That's going to be cool as fuck, because now I'm immediately thinking of like all of these great movies that I grew up with, like what is it, Blade Runner.
Yeah, they literally said Lightfall is a mix of Blade Runner and Indiana Jones or something like that. Like it's like action and
Jones going
and, like,
through
explosion.
ruins. It belongs in a museum.
Something like that. Like they said something like that, which I thought was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I love it. Yeah. I'm super jazzed. I can't wait to see, because this is really, like, if you think about it, depending on what we learn, but like on its face, it seems like at very least this gets to be a kind of a glimpse into the Golden Age. All we've really ever seen is like ruins and all this other stuff, and especially like, dude, like I cannot tell you guys enough about how fucking cool programmable matter is.
Yes,
and that's something, I don't know if that's what Strand is. Probably not, but it might inspire whatever Strand is. Because there's just something really cool about something like existing in a state of flux and just kind of like changing to what you need it to be. Very, very cool. And I mean, honestly, if you think about it, that's a lot about what being paracausal is, but this is like an achievable thing in real life.
Yeah.
Like fucking wild. So I'm really excited about that. But if you guys haven't read it already, and I can link to it in the notes too, but Future Taylor, link the notes. I think you'll really, really dig, guys, the lore panel from the Quicksilver.
And the Ghost.
The Quicksilver, what's it called? Where is it at? Quicksilver Storm, which is so goddamn fun.
But right now it's disabled in every activity again. It's so
again?
funny. Yes, it got disabled again, I think. I saw on Bungie's Twitter.
I was going to say, I was using it night before last.
It literally got disabled 20 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
Raids, Dungeons, Gambit, Crucible. You can use them in strikes, just not anywhere else. It broken. Is there going to be... I'm thinking there's going to be now a rivalry between Quickstorm and Telesto.
Dude, it was a lot of fucking fun.
I love it.
It's so much fun. For anyone who doesn't know, it's like an every gun, and it dips into that programmable matter stuff, but it's an auto rifle, and it's steady as fuck. Smooth as butter. And as you hit precision hits, one of your bullets just becomes this little rocket that you see like take like another trajectory, and like it kind of tracks. This rocket just goes at whatever you've been shooting, and then for every one of those rockets that hits, you load up to 3 grenades. There's like, you hold X and he clicks down. Your person will click down their the forward grip of the gun, and now it's a grenade launcher.
It's like, bam! Now it's grenade launcher. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, I have definitely been using it fun stuff. Unabashed, unashamed. So totally recommend it if you haven't checked it out already. Ooh. And another cool thing that you see in the and the ghost. The ghost, you read the shell. The ghost has programmable matter like on its body. It's kind of like a decoration. I don't know if it uses it for utility, and you can learn about the ghost. And there's some, oh man, I showed you my post about is Elsie a guardian? What? For guys, when you read this, and we could probably do a whole show about this, but the ghost in the lore tab refers to Elsie as a guardian with a capital G.
I mean, but as we've seen in Red War, you don't have to use the light to be a guardian. Hawthorne is an honorary guardian.
She
is. She is. Though Zavala himself said, "You're an honorary Titan. You are a guardian." That's what the whole
Titans
point.
won that guardian game.
Exactly. I think it's rigged.
You guys had to bring in a ringer.
But no. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know.
I am not even. I know I did the all caps shit post on Twitter, but I'm not saying. I'm not saying that's what is. But oh man, is it interesting that happened. Potentially.
Yes, it's
right? There's also, it could be that like she's being set up to be a guardian.
Possibly.
Well, that would be its own mindfuck. Because she's already like a paracausal user. She's already like a time traveler. And so, all right, let's take away all your memories and experience about the Golden Age. And here's your gun. Here's your ghost. Please report to the Traveler for instructions.
Please report to the Traveler for instructions.
Mm-hmm. So it's its own interesting thing. But it's a really good lore tab. You can find out what Elsie's been doing since she helped us out on Europa. I think it's really cool how he's adapted and brought these Cabal clones, because you just like, I feel like for a while now I've been like, oh, we're just killing clone after clone, like blah blah blah, but now they seem to be, I don't know, like their faces they kind of have crazy eyes.
Yeah,
like they seem
eyes?
way too excited.
Hold on, in the trailer.
Yeah, like here's the art I'm also looking at.
If you look at those eyes, you know how they're like the little glowy circles. Look at Rolk's eyes. Are they the same?
The same eyes? Well, but they're different colors.
Nah, they look the same to me. Where's my boy Rolk? Bulk.
Here's the one I'm looking at.
Rolk the Bitness.
See how it's like purpley?
I need a picture of his face. I need a picture of his
like
face.
Gold or white or something. I think they're gold.
Where's my boy? My boy, the Witness.
Yeah, they're gold. Ooh, and his are pointier.
Thought someone had posted a picture of his eyes. Yeah, that's a close enough picture.
There you go.
Yeah, well, his eyes are like that, and you mean calluses?
The calluses, Cabal forces.
Well, yeah, well, no, his Cabal forces. I'm literally.
Oh, you mean Callus's eyes?
Callus's eyes are pink. I'm talking about Callus. I'm talking about these guys. These guys right here. These guys. Yeah. This is from the trailer. But I'll save. Can I just copy? Paste. Yeah. See? They match. They're the same color.
Oh. Ooh. And they look a little spiky too, like his do.
Yeah. I can't tell if they're spiky or not, but I don't know. I mean, if you look at even the concept art they showed later in the stream for the Cabal, they do look very pyramid-y now. And look at those things on their back. What are they?
Mm-hmm.
What are those?
Yeah.
I think Callus got an upgrade.
Yep. Yeah. Callus got a big upgrade. He totally hoodwinked us.
You did.
He did. He's officially, and I know people are gonna be like, no, this other guy, like, against Guardian, officially the most successful. Antagonist. He's the only one who's like succeeded in his plan. I guess like technically Skolas kind of won for a little bit there while the door was open. Because then that future had to have happened. Till we captured him and changed it, and then like they all disappear. So maybe there's an argument to be made there, but I would say like without even messing with the timeline. Callus, most successful villain. Most successful. He's actually outwitted us and actually won.
Damn.
Like, so that'll be fun to punch his face in. Be like, okay, like now you've gotten. Now we're going to approach you so we can punch you.
Indeed.
Have to get within punching distance. Oh man. So I'm really excited for that too. I think between the strand power, and that looks so cool, like the hunter dart rope.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like, I mean, you know me. I'm not typically the guy who likes the flippy stuff. That doesn't really fit my
your aesthetic.
I am as a hunter, but that doesn't mean it's not cool. And even I am like, I can't fucking wait to try that out. Like, I cannot wait to do my own like kung fu movie against the enemies of the city, the enemies of the light. It's going to be amazing. Is there any was there any super or anything you saw, Lucy, that you thought? Because what I'm curious is that the super? Is the super the dart rope, or is that like an ability that you can kind of like pull it out? I'm so curious. Because obviously the and I heard in, I don't know if it was the post show of the reveal or something, but like one of the devs had said that initially the rope grapple was just for the hunters.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, this is too cool. This is too cool. Everybody needs it. And so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that thing. I hope it becomes canon that hunters taught the other two classes how to do it.
They're like, we taught you how to do stuff. We're cool. See, we can be nice. Hunters can be nice.
Mm-hmm. Is it canon hunters are mean?
I don't know. I just assume they are.
What? Hunters are like the slackers. Why would they be mean? That's too much effort.
Yeah, no. If you go back to the showcase, they do actually show, I think. Hold on. Yes, if you're in the actual showcase, they show the 3 supers.
Okay,
the hunters is the rope dart. The titans are the punchy punch fists.
Mm-hmm. They get Hulk hands?
Yes, and then the warlock. Again, we get another melee-based punchy punch super for titans. Woo! I'm just annoyed that all of Titan's supers are just punchy punch. I'm annoyed.
And Bubby Bub. There's also the Bubby Bub.
Yeah.
But I do agree that most of them are punchy punch based, because even the arc one where you turn yourself into a human bullet, you're really just punching them with your whole body.
Exactly. See, all
they're all forms of punch. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh no. Oh, get in there. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah. Which one that they showcased, which one are you excited for?
Which, like, of everything they showed in the showcase, what am I most
which,
excited?
Like, super? Which
super?
Yeah.
It's really hard. I like. I'm just hunter. I just want to be green on my hunter so I can finally live out my fantasy of my hunter having a green subclass and being hive themed and evil. Evil.
Evil hunter.
I want to be evil.
Is it that you want to be evil or that you're willing to do anything to have hive buddies?
I am both. Both. I just want to be friends with the hive. Please. Why can't we be friends?
He really wants to be. Yeah.
I really, really want to be friends with them. Please, Bungie. I'll pay you money.
I'm gonna make a video to Why Can't We Be Friends?
Exactly.
Of just your OC in the hive.
my guardian scooting closer to the hive, just being like, why can't we be friends?
Biting you or something.
Yeah. And the hive are like trying to kill me, and I'm just like, just sitting there crying, eating ice cream in the corner. Literally my hunter.
OC of the week, right there. Yes. Friends who can draw. If we got an idea for you.
Yes.
I'm very much the hunter too. I think it's funny that like I didn't realize till I said it earlier, but Titan's getting some Hulk hands to smash and bash. That's gonna be fun. And Warlocks are just doing Warlock stuff.
Warlocks are just doing Warlock things. I'm just very excited, especially for like all of the quality of life changes with Guardian ranks and in-game LFG at that year.
No, it's gonna be great. All the little things that I feel like Bungie has wanted to do to really give this more of an MMO feel. Yeah. They're just finally able to do it. I don't know. Couldn't tell you like, well, I mean, I could guess, but that's not worth anyone's time. But we're here now, and that's what's important. And it's gonna be just a lot of fun. And this gives me hope for other fun things coming back. Now that they're part of the Sony umbrella, especially with just with the infrastructure and support that having that much money behind you can give. Like, let's just be honest, everybody. I'm really excited for. Like, I feel like they could make room and have the server space to have SRL back again. Like, I feel like they could do a lot of different things. I feel like there's potentially down the road for dedicated servers. Maybe even if it's just for PvP. I think there's an opportunity for it. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no insight into anything, but I just feel like that type of stuff, and plus like all the opportunities for extra media that they've already talked about, like, it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be really cool. I don't know if it's going to be quite like Halo, if it's going to be like other franchises, or how they're going to take it. But this is all very exciting. I think Lightfall, the reveal, is a good example of what they can do when they're free to do what they do best.
Yeah.
So I am excited. Super, super excited. What is it? Then you got, I could go on. Is there anything I'm forgetting from the reveal?
Season of the Plunder.
Season of the Plunder. They did reveal that during that because it came out the next day. We are now in the middle of Season of the Plunder. Season of the Plunder is cool as fuck. If I forgot to edit it out earlier, you heard me misspeak about Combined Forces as had to do with cows. But no, my girl Aramis finally cracked. She solved the icing problem. Finally, you guys. She solved the icing problem. Now, this does confirm that. Well, it makes me wonder because we got to talking before about how stasis, with what you reveal about it in the hidden dossier, has time bending qualities to it. And then we started to theorize that what if stasis is how Elsie has been traveling back? Right? So there was this theory that near and dear to my heart, but like, what if that's what Aramis had done when she froze over? because she gave the rest of them instructions. But I think that's not the case anymore. She kind of says that she was punished. When she comes out in the trailer, she says that she was like left to rot, and then but it's like she also has this sort of sly, like, they tell you need them because that's what they need you to believe, and I'm like, ooh, what? And that they're all powerful. She's like, yeah, no, here I am. But I'm still waiting for the scene, the scene like from Iron Man. Yeah. Where like stasis users are just fighting her, and she's like, so how'd you solve the icing problem? And we're like, icing problem? And then we freeze. Just like fall back to earth. Like,
I see.
I'm really interested to see that. But what she has done, now that she's free, she's just like, you know what? I tried to go legit. I tried to do it your way. I tried to bring everyone together. Fuck it. Going back to pirating.
Pretty much.
Just imagining this like ceremony where she gets on her cache and there's like this chest there, and she kicks it open in the most pirate way possible and just pulls out this pirate hat, dusts it off.
Beautiful.
And all you hear in the background is this like roaring and like growing like, ah! And then she's in full Captain Morgan.
Beautiful.
Cannon. But it's really interesting because she's going a plundering. She's trying to assemble these sort of like ancient Elixni relics that were like kind of what like the pirating houses were using for like power and other things, status, what have you. When they were on the great journey after the whirlwind, like chasing the traveler to here. And so it's really interesting. We're a couple weeks in. We've recovered 2 of them so far, and we're doing it on the spider's cache. We finally figure out what happened to the spider officially. He came in to the last city to hide from Marisov and promptly put a big-ass sign up in front of his bar that has his symbol on it.
What could go wrong?
They'll totally never find out where he is. It's totally fine.
I mean, in the lore that's released this season, like the first lore tabs, it's actually a conversation between Zavala and Ikora about what do we do with Spider? They because they know he's there. And I'm like, do we give him over to Mara? Do we not do that? Like, what do we do?
Well, someone does. Because in lore that came out this week, at the time of this recording, we're at the beginning of September in 2022. So at the time of this recording, someone did give her up. Like what was released on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. I can pull up the specific lore tab and maybe jump in here later. But basically, she's talking with Petra about where Spider is, this, that, the other. Petra's like giving her report. They kind of like sass each other a little bit. And then she's like, yeah, so we got this call, and like lets her know where Spider is. And
yeah. Like, no, this is the sparrow for the season.
That's what it is. Yeah, the secret sparrow that you get for following the treasure map coordinates, which is actually pretty fun. I've done the first 2 of them. Yeah,
they're pretty cool.
It's fun. It's like I don't know. It's a fun way to enjoy the game. I kind of like solving puzzles and stuff like that. But so she knows, and she's even considering asking that Crow be a part of his apprehension or execution. Because I think what she's gonna do is send Petra in to like snap, crackle, pop. Mm-hmm. When as soon as she has time to like dispatch her, and they're already like, "Do you think Crow could?" Yes, my queen. Like.
Yeah, she's still,
I just thought, what if it's more of like a bless your heart? Yes, my queen.
I don't know. I mean, I mean, she's kind of is more like realizing that Crow is his own person now. He's free to do whatever he wants. If he wants to help, he can. If not, that's his choice.
Yep. Crow is his own dude. And, I feel like especially that'll be an interesting interaction because I think Crow is definitely working his way to as I've said before, I'm Team Crow for Hunter Vanguard. He's got Uldren's memories and he's worked out his shit.
He's worked out his stuff, so you're just like...
Yep. Reconciled his demons, reconciled who he was as Uldren, realizes that he is Crow, and so now he's got like centuries of experience to fall back on.
Indeed.
So I think I can't think of a better candidate. I can think of other candidates, but I can't think of a better one.
Okay.
Especially considering what Uldren, what he would do, like leading the Crows.
Yes.
Like, I think, yeah, he's totally ready to lead an organization that either carries out bounties or just does like general hunter stuff. That's right. Cade used to be the bounty vendor.
Yep.
So yeah, I think he's totally suited for that. Totally suited for it. Which, ooh, what if what Mara says is an allusion to him being in that position? Because what if they send us to do it?
Maybe.
Ooh, that brings me back though. Speaking of Spider, the catch that we're on after we find out that Aramis is going out and she's gotten like all her pirate buddies and they're going in and they're just, not taking shit from anyone, stealing and pirating and singing a shanty. There are Elixni shanties, by the way.
Beautiful.
Confirmed. And I can't wait to hear one. I haven't heard one yet, but they exist. And so we go through, we retake Spider's ship with his like crew of associates, and you have like these different guys. You have Scurvy, the what's it called? The Round Boys.
Yes.
Servitor. Scurvy, the servitor. You have Halsix, I think is his name, who's a vandal type of guy, and then you have these three dudes who are like a pair of the arc sort of like stabby guys, and you're crewing your own ship, you're defending your ship from other catches, you raid them, you get these coordinates, and then you go on expeditions, which are like you go through little hideouts and things in different parts of the system, and you like fight more of them, and you get the coordinates to the treasure, and then you go and you dig up the treasure. And then you from the treasure you get coordinates to go on this like third type of mission, which is where you like raid the pirate hideout and steal the relic.
Mm-hmm.
For that episode, week, what have you. And it is cool as fuck. All of the pirating, all of the taking. But it's really cool to be able to like summon your own Elixni buddies. It's kind of like last season when you would be running through and then the Cabal would be there like waiting to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Cabal are fucking huge. Like, I don't know if you haven't done Season of the Haunted stuff, because Bungie did also say in the showcase that they've sunsetting. So now, like, Witch Queen, never going to go anywhere.
The Dreaming City, never going anywhere.
Never going anywhere.
Thank God. The moon, never going anywhere.
Never going anywhere. I guess unless they destroy it.
No, they said they're not going to sunset it, so they can't sunset it. They said no more sunsetting.
Is it sunset if they blow it up?
Yes, because then the destination and everything is gone.
But for story, no. that is awesome. That is awesome that you'll be able to do it. And like it's going to be really cool. But you can still lose seasonal stuff. So that's one thing to pay attention to. You can still go back and do all of the Season of the Haunted stuff right now. So if there's stuff you missed, or there's little pieces of the story that you didn't quite get, like totally go back and get it. It's so good. And then at the end, which I don't think we had heard when we last talked about it, at the end there's a message from Callus sort of taunting you, and how he basically did his bidding, and he gives you another kind of like ultimatum and offer, and it's basically like, surrender now. Just surrender now. I am ascending. You can't stop me. I'm Callus. Wait till you see me come out of this bath. Like a new emperor.
Like a newborn baby.
Right? He's gonna come out feeling like a new woman. He's gonna just like, it's gonna be like he had some herbal essences in there. Like he is ready. he's clean. So, but yeah, it's really cool if you guys haven't played it or finished it yet. Totally worth your time to go back. And one thing that isn't that way anymore, I really love all the gold and just like random pirate stuff that's on the helm right now. Like so cool. But like last season, at the end of it, when we first heard that message from Callus, like it was all fungused out. That stuff was everywhere. I don't know how they got rid of it. So another thing to sort of check out, because what is it? The Crown of Sorrows, that part of the helmet's still there. But anyway, I digress. This season is so fun. You get to work with Mithrax, depending on how capable of pronouncing his name you are, and his daughter Ido, who is so cute. She is the most adorable new addition to the cast.
I love her so much.
It's a little ridiculous. And she totally fangirls over you.
Yes. She reminds me of Tali from Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, Talia Zora. That's a great comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's a great comparison. I think she's very much in that sort of like, oh my god, like it's Commander Shepard, it's the Guardian. Like, oh, and she's you know, she plays like smart as a whip. She seems to be learning fast, but I also like some of the side stuff. Like the end of this week, she reached out to Spider because apparently he and his Spider and Mithrax, her dad, had been a part of the same house.
Mm-hmm.
So like he knew Mithrax back when he was in his pirating days in the house that eventually, I think they were like weavers, but they eventually became House Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
House of Wolves. And just like all the different, like his journey of a pirate. And he's like, nah, he just told me not to tell you that stuff. So that's going to be a no from me. And she's like, no, it'll be okay. And he's just like, you don't even know what your dad is capable of, do you?
Yeah, not Spider. It's really interesting seeing Spider like almost be afraid of Mithrax. Like he must have done something.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty scary.
Well, I mean, Mithrax has killed Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Like, killed. Not just like, you know, oh, now they get rezzed and they're kind of bummed about it. Like, no, like, permanently killed them.
Yeah, people keep forgetting that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm as always, I've loved his journey, and that time when he sees us like helpless, and he has the opportunity to kill us back on Titan, and he doesn't. It's just like, well, if he was willing to give me a chance,
we can give him a chance.
I had to be willing to give him a chance. So like, I didn't kill him at the end of that mission. That Mithrax, for anyone who doesn't remember, maybe wasn't around back then, Mithrax is really, in a lot of ways, the first fan spared character.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, when he first appeared in this mission on Titan, back when that was in the game, you have the opportunity at the end to kill him. But I remember someone, I think it was a Bungie rep, but someone was talking about like apparently like most people chose to save him.
Mm-hmm.
And fight with him against the Hive, and so that became canon.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And so like we have this character that we've worked with through Season of the Splicer, through Assaulting House Devils,
Mm-hmm.
from Under the Farm, like all these different things. That was when he first came back. That was really cool too.
Yeah.
It's been a really cool journey. I feel like, someone who could have easily been our enemy, we could have been at odds, has like become like a true ally. And has the most adorable kid in the world, who's now also working in part of our crew.
Yes. She's so cute.
Oh man, and it's funny. What is it? Drifter calls her crab cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't know. Being from a place near Maryland, famous for their crab cakes, I always wonder: is he saying that like an insult, or is he saying it like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Is he saying it a little like Uncle Creeper? I'm leaning more toward he's saying it like to be cute and it's insulting, but he's saying it in a nice way.
Maybe.
But well, he seems to be cool. He seems to be he seems to generally like not do that stuff, although he does eat everything.
Yep.
So I guess being truly open has its different stuff. But yeah, the crew this season is awesome. You guys all you have a cool cutscene where you go in and you kind of like settle to take the cash over a drink. So it's like you, Drifter, and I think like Mizrax, or is it Ido?
Mithrax and Ido.
Both of them, yeah. And you guys like all cheers to this what appears to be I don't know what Drifter poured, but it's blue.
Looks.
It's
It's
on the rocks.
Yep. Ether on the rocks, maybe?
That would be cool. That would be cool. Someone on Twitter, I liked it. I don't know if I have it, but someone on Twitter actually put up like an ad for it, like it's like it was like Hennessy or something.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So I'm excited for that. But anywho, you guys all have it under a drink. It looks like a blue Hawaiian. Looks like it's very alcoholic. Makes Drifter like kind of wheeze a little bit after he drinks it all in one gulp. But there's just a lot of exciting stuff. I love the pirate theme. I love the armor. Like you were walking through there like you are some 16th century pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Like something straight out of the ruins of Uncharted, especially the first one. You're following Nathan Drake. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with it, and then we have one more season between us and Lightfall, beginning of next year. So it's an exciting time. We're going to be getting a lot of story hints, I think, in the coming weeks that take us from where we are to where we know we're going to be. And it's going to be exciting. I think I hope we're going to hear more from Elsie. I hope we're going to hear more about, like, I really want to know, like, now that Spider's in the last city, I'm glad I like ended up being kind of on the nose about like where he was going to go to. I just like I cannot believe he put a fucking sign up. It's just like, yeah, I'm the Spider. Like didn't even try to hide, like nothing. And so that's its own
Kind of funny
discussion.
thing.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny as hell because like I'm curious now if whatever comes next season or later is going to involve Spider dying.
Oh, maybe.
Petra is ready to go.
Petra is ready to rumble.
Mara is ready to snap the fingers. The murder fingers. But yeah. Oh, exciting stuff. I'm sure we'll touch back on it closer to the end of the season and hit little topics between now and then. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what all there is. Just between the reveal and this season, we've confirmed a few loose threads or theories that we had, and we put a few more to rest. And that's good. Clarity is what we want. Knowing what's happening in the story, like ultimately, is what we want. So, yeah, very cool. Lucy, you got any final thoughts on the reveal of the season?
Pirates.
Bring a blunderbuss. You Oh man, I second that. Final thoughts. Just excited. Pirates. Arr! And I like the activities too. Some people are saying like it's repetitive, but like every seasonal activity by its nature is going to end up being repetitive because you have to do it that season. It's just what it is. But it's fun. I like that it's a little more dynamic than they could have done it. They could have done a lot more linear, but you at least I kind of get how a catch is laid out now.
Yeah.
Based on where stuff is. So it's fun. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. And I'm looking forward to seeing where things go. Whew. Lisa, you got any shout outs this week?
Shout outs? I don't think so. I'm cringe. I guess shout out to my homies for being fun gamers and doing Kingsfall. That's fun. It's a fun raid.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun with the Pagans Sparrow Racing Club running through and doing the stuff too. Earned our rings. Rip Kingsfall jacket.
Yeah.
Potential. Could have been cool. It could have not been too. Like we have no idea, but it could have been cool. But that's okay. If you ask my partner Kari, I have too many jackets.
I do too.
So, yeah. My shout out this episode this month of September is actually going to be to if you've been in any of the Destiny communities or social circles, you've probably heard about Guardians Going Gold. Guardians Going Gold is just a thing where you slap gold shaders on your Guardian, you put like a gold emblem on, and what you're doing is you're wearing gold to raise awareness about childhood cancer. That's all it is. It comes from the community. I don't want to say the guy's name without permission, but it comes from a Guardian within the community who lost their daughter a couple years ago, and he doesn't want it's no monetary gains. He's not advocating for like a cause specifically. It's just spreading awareness, and this is something that's actually kind of near and dear to me because like a lot of you might not know this about me, but when I was 14, I was diagnosed with a seminoma, which is a form of cancer. And it's typically found in people like older than even I still am now, in their 40s, men. And, it was when I was able to go get treatment, it's one of the most treatable things in the world. Please don't cry for me, Argentina. But it was wild to me that stories that the physician would say that like grown men who had this like would put off getting treatment, or kids when it does happen to young people, because these cancers, even though they're typically found in older people, they can hit anyone of any age for any reason still, even if it's typically found in older populations. And what can happen is, people still die of this, and it's one of the most treatable forms of cancer that a human can get. And it might be because kids are going through puberty or something and are ashamed of their bodies, or they don't know enough about their bodies to ask for help, or maybe they're just scared of getting bullied or something. And so I'm going to be wearing gold, not only to support awareness of other childhood cancers or any of that, but also just to remind everyone that, speak up when you're hurt, when something's wrong, when something doesn't feel right, get checked and get treatment. Early detection can change the entire trajectory of your treatment.
Yeah.
So that's my shout out this week. If I don't know if there's any official body for it, but if you just, if you want to help spread awareness, put a gold shader on your Guardian, and let's do it. So that's what I got. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate everyone who tunes in with us each week and shares lets us share our lives with them, and just thank you so much. So remember to stay hydrated, please.
Hydrate before you dehydrate.
Yes, you deserve the cool, clear water, and make sure, get enough sleep. You also need rest. Take care of yourself is basically what I'm getting at here. So with that in mind, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Doodles. Hats off, Guardians. That's it for this week's discussion. Have any questions or comments about this episode? You can reach out to us on Twitter @SpinfoilTheory or write us an email at spinfoiltheory@gmail.com. If you'd like to read our show notes, check out articles, listen to past episodes, and more, be sure to pay us a visit over at our website, spinfoiltheory.com.
The Lore Network.